So I'm just finishing writing my report of findings. I've had a beautiful client here for his 6th immersion weekend with me, using legal psychedelics in the state that we're in. He's just so brave. This use of medicine to get out of the secondary consciousness of the mind into the primary consciousness of the body and feel what feels like the unfeelable until it's integrated. And then there's wisdom, and there's potency, and there's capacity, and there's joy, and there's expansion, there's aliveness. So he's out hiking the muddy Arroyo right now. And when I do these weekends, my assistant, who you're about to meet, she does my podcast. She has my back with all things personal. She reminds me when to rest. She reminds me how to ask for help. She's been such a huge gift and an inspiration, as you will see in this podcast, about her own soul's evolution, her own relationship with herself, her body, her beloved, how it's just all unfolded right before my very eyes, that we grow together, that I have a company where I'm the leader, the benevolent feminine leader, and I'm also bringing them into their bodies, into their truth, into their heart. Every team bonding meeting starts with the heart. And then we move on from an embodied, heart open space. Then we move on to work, and we get a lot done a lot more efficiently as a result of it. So you're going to enjoy this podcast. Already start thinking about who you're going to share it with, because this is a brave, beautiful, young woman who I'm so honored to be my right-hand woman. Enjoy.
Welcome to Intimate Conversations, Season 13, Heart Broken Open, where intimacy is an inside job. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Season 13, Intimate Conversations. And we're calling this Heart Broken Open this season with one of my favorite people on this entire planet. I could not literally function without this woman, Amanda Tunison, who I've coached. I guess we could even say we coach like on a daily or weekly basis, right? We always do the team bondings, and if anything ever comes up, I'm like, oh hell, like let's feel into that. But also, Coach Christina coaches you as well. So there's like 1 degree of separation. So you feel, I don't know, like you can have some more anonymity away from the boss or what have you. But I want to begin by acknowledging how badass you are. Yeah. I know you studied like directing, right? At school?
Yep.
You are a sacred director of what I call the company. And the way everyone else on the team respects you, needs you, looks to you, like when Allana's a hot mess, Amanda, what are we going to do? You guide them, you feel into what's needed. And you're also really better and better all the time of balancing work and your own personal life. And in this interview, I want to take people through like tangibly what shifted since we first met, and the incredible life that you have created, are creating, and will create. So first off, I love you and welcome.
I love you too. I'm already crying.
Aw, perfect.
It's all good. It's happy tears.
Yeah, it's what we do.
Let me get a tissue already.
All right. Crying's allowed.
I know. Well, you're just being so nice.
Oh. Well, it's true. And I look at us. We have like our matching shit kicker boots.
Yep.
Our ripped jeans. We're both showing an appropriate amount of cleavage.
Here we go.
Yeah, and our feminine like foofy shirts.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're just of the same ilk.
Yeah.
The same cloth, the same
herd.
Yeah, after getting your videos of camping with you and your man.
We're herd animals.
Yeah. So and I'm having all these flashes, so I don't know exactly where to start, but I think I'll start. We met when you were working for a different company, and you got my account.
Yep.
And this is just be honest. Like, what did you think when you first It was pre-COVID, right?
It was like right before. I was thinking about this recently, so it's funny you bring. I was just thinking about like I think because we were all talking about the team like timelines and when we all started together, and I was thinking back, and I think it was like right before, like it was like end of 2019.
Yeah.
So and like the world like shut down per se in March of 2020. So. Like right before, yeah. Like, but most of your pitches, like looking back, like really started like was like do's and don'ts of quarantine, like living together. Like it was very COVID based.
Yeah.
So yeah, but going back to your question is what I thought about you was that like this was the first person that I'd worked with that I felt like I was like learning something more tangible, maybe that's not the right word, but like something that I could really like learn from and take into my own life, and like that I actually needed to learn. You know what I mean? Yeah. Versus like some other people I've worked with, like it's like things like I did learn about like how to eat healthier or like certain things like that, but this was like a deeper thing that I knew I always was a very like relationship based person. Like I lived my life around my relationships, whether it be friendships or family or partners, just relationship based, and like love, intimacy was like such a big part of my life. Like I just was always so deep. I could never just not be deep.
I love that.
And it was hard for me to be around people that couldn't be. And it made me feel unloved a lot because of that, because people felt like, whoa, calm down. Like, that's a lot. But I was like, this is just me. This isn't even all of it, you know?
Yeah.
So that was like a journey that I was always going through, and learning from you, or just learning like from you by writing your pitches was really how I started to learn, because I was reading your books, right? Listening to your podcasts, all this stuff to like really get an idea of how to speak as you and pitch you to the world. And I was like, oh, wow, this is actually going to be like supportive. And then obviously, as time has gone on, that's been very clear to me, So that's the thing I first thought. That was like my first reaction was like, oh, I think that this is actually, so I think that's why I did so well on your campaign too. And I still do so well, is because I believe in it so much. And I also like have learned and grown from it, the lessons that we're trying to teach other people.
Yeah. You live it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You live it.
Yeah. And it's so authentic for me to like speak about it. I'm not like selling something that I don't believe in.
Yeah.
Which is not what I will ever do. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I love this. And so my next memory I'm having is out in Palm Springs. It was like during COVID.
Yeah, it was like February 2021, I think.
Was it?
I think it was like right when we first started working full time together.
Okay.
But it was still COVID. I mean, COVID was, people were not doing stuff for a while. Yeah, but it was February 2021, or maybe end of January, but around there. Yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure when you moved over full time with me, but I just remember I'd had assistants off and on, for the 20 years that I've been in business, but it was like, oh no, something about COVID really made me, and that's the beginning of when I wasn't speaking with Gabriel, right? And I'm like, this is important, that this business is a spiritual practice, is an expression of my soul's truth, that these aren't employees, these are family. I think it's when I started to bring all the different people, maybe not quite yet, but like bring them on as like, no, this is a family unit.
Yeah.
And what was that like? Could you feel that difference? Could you feel the care I had for you? Could you feel, I'm like, you're moving to Colorado. You're going to go follow your dreams. That was, Well, when we first started working together, February 2021, and then I think I moved to Denver 2022 December. So it was like a year and a half later, per se. Yeah.
But I met Drew, or re-met him. In October of 2021. So probably like 6 months after we were like full time together. And when I was really honestly, I mean, I went through a big loss in my life, and then also learning so much and growing so much through the lockdown per se, like, and just kind of just having to really deal with all my shit.
Yeah. Okay. So stay there for a second, because you do deal with your shit.
Yeah.
The majority of the world doesn't.
Yeah.
They bypass. We could go on a long list of all the ways they bypass or blame, etc.
Yeah.
And I love that's how you're wired. And I think that's one of the reasons we work together so well, and why you're just so fucking important to me, is that when something comes up on a group call, just on a passing whatever, one of our private calls that we have, like if there's something in this space, I always say like heart first. Soul first, work second.
Yeah.
Because I don't want someone who's not even in their body sending out a pitch or sending out a post on social media.
Totally.
And I care, yes, this is work, but I care first about the soul and the heart. And you do your work. So share to the degree you want. What was the blessing of COVID, the blessing of losing Jager, the blessing of running into Drew, the blessing of your boss going, get your ass to Colorado and follow your dreams. You got this. You can do this. What was that soup like for you?
I think it was a really shitty soup at first.
Yeah. Be honest. Yeah.
I'm going to cry again, but I mean, I lost my best friend and that was hard. So, it's been a journey just even healing from that, but healing from that got me to where I am now, you know? So, there was a moment when I realized that I was like, oh shit, like, I don't think I love myself anymore. So that's something that I got to fix that first. And then that was the journey of putting myself first versus others, which we've talked about a lot.
Yeah.
You and I know that very well.
It's
and
my edge, my wound.
Yeah. And I've done that my whole life since I was a child. And this was the first time in my life that I was putting myself first.
Yeah.
And it was whoa, seeing the changes. So it was a shitty soup that was turning into a really delicious one.
Yeah.
Because it was here's a new meatball that's so good.
You're so tasty, Amanda.
Yeah, it's such a tasty meatball. But I love how I think of Italian food. It's so funny. But that's what it was. New beautiful things were showing up. Once I started to love myself and put myself first and really just figure out that I could just be uncomfortable and that it might actually turn out a lot better than I expected, you know?
Yeah.
And that was, that was just that first year or two, I would say. Now, more things obviously get better and better. And now I have a beautiful home with my partner. That's awesome too. But that first, I would say, year and a half, 2 years that we worked together was I was going through some of the deepest, darkest depths of my life. But now I'm in what did we call the golden age?
Yeah.
Yeah. And which is so true, you know? I love, I just feel more goldenness around my life lately too. It's funny that that's the color because it's I'm putting more gold in my house. And it's I'm noticing that too. And I'm wearing more browns and gold. I don't know. It's interesting that, I don't know. I've been noticing that lately too.
Wow.
Yeah. The golden vibe. I want to be more light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my experience is the more we integrate our wounds that are energetic things held in our body. Yeah. Right? And make space for more of our soul light to literally come into our body so that we radiate more light, for realsies.
Totally.
People can feel it coming off our bodies. People feel it when we walk in a room. People feel it when they're around us. It's a tangible thing. You can't necessarily see it, but you can kind of see it. Mm-hmm. Right? And I so appreciate your willingness to sit in fires, do coaching with me, do coaching with Coach Christina, do the practices, be real on the calls. And you set the stage when it's time, I'm such a dork. Every single I get dorkier as we go. But I don't start the call with, okay, and your, what is it called? Your KPIs? KPIs. I'm just I know this is such I don't give a shit about, I should give more of a shit about numbers and all the rest of it. It's probably be better. But I just trust everybody's going to do their job and it's all going to be fine. And I just stay in my lane and do my own thing. But you set the stage so many times of when I ask a question, are we going to answer this shallow or are we going to go straight for the jugular? Yeah. Let's just go right there. And you've been so brave that way, which then makes space for everybody else to be brave that way. And we are family. Yeah. We are so friggin' family. Tell us more about a part of you that you needed to love and still might be working on, or maybe you've nailed it. You've knocked it out of the park. What was the hardest part of you to forgive or bring home or love?
That's a good question. Let me think about forgive, bring home, or love. I would say probably forgive, little me that kind of just like disassociated and like left myself when I was younger because it was just so difficult to like be in the trauma.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now I have seen myself. I even saw myself this past weekend, like, damn, maybe I am nailing it. Like maybe
Tell me.
I just have noticed like in deep partnership, you know, like your biggest wounds come out, and I've gotten really good at catching myself want to do the thing that I feel like I like disassociate, run away, just, you know, like just close my body, close my heart, turn away because I just want to just be mad and angry. Like my little kid is coming out, or like my teenager self just wants to like just scream and like roar about like nothing really that would be that type of reaction.
But that's what a trigger is.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
A past unhealed wound. Yeah.
And I've been just really noticing and able to speak to it now too, and rather than just shut down. And this past, like having life thing, like big toys and trailers and stuff is not always the easiest thing to deal with. And so sometimes it causes, you know, just some arguments and just discussions, but sometimes they're not the best. And so, just like I wanted to shut down because I just felt like I wasn't being heard, but I also feel like that's how he was feeling because he was frustrated in the situation. But so I was like, okay, now's my opportunity to not do the thing. Because he's dealing with something that like, I'm like just trying to be like a supporter right now. And that's a way to support versus like, he's having to like haul this thing and like deal with like an uncomfortable situation. So like, I cannot, like, I don't need to be like this. And this is like, I notice it, speak to it, and then like be the love versus like shut down. And I've done that in the past, the shutting down.
Right.
And so I've gotten a lot better at not doing that because I even do it with myself sometimes, you know, like where you're just like, oh, I don't know. And like, I think I'm getting better at speaking to it. And like, if I talk about it first, then I can move on from it easier because it's like, what is the thing? Like there's quotes, there's someone, it's probably all similar, but you know, like if you hold on to that emotion, like, you know, if you let go of it after like, you know, 21 seconds or there's a certain time, like you can choose the next one, but then if you stick to it, then it'll spiral out, you know? And there's many different quotes about that, but it's like that energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. What is it like to go to work? And yes, you have your operations, and we're giving Chang a lot of that work now, and you've got more PR than when you first started, and you still help me get like my green card like delivered to the right address. Like you've got my back in all these different departments. What is it like to show up into a company where this is what we do? We integrate emotions. We speak truth. We find our North Star. We have uncomfortable conversations. Our heart and souls matter. Drew matters. Everybody's husband or wife and kid matters. Like, what is it? Do you ever kind of go, oh, this is not how other people go to work? Or do you, does it ever dawn on you, or are you just like happy?
I always know that because I mean, based on like the people around me, right, that share their life with me. They're not having these experiences and the frustrations or the confusions or the anger or miscommunication, etc., is continuing because of the fact that they don't know how to communicate with each other or they're told not to show the emotions, you know, specifically also like men are told that. And I have a lot of really good men in my life that have just, that's just how it is. Like, and thankfully, like I can be the one to be like, hey, actually, you can do this. Maybe try to do it this way. Right. You know, speak to this instead of this, or like use this type of language versus that language, because they will shut down if you say that. But if you say like, I would invite you to think about it this way versus do it that way, it's less aggressive. Like those types of things, I see that all the time because I can be like the voice of difference in their life and be like, hey, try this, you know? And then sometimes they like try it and they're like, hey, it kind of worked. Nice. He's listening to me now. And I'm like, wow, cool. Like that's awesome.
You're the voice of inspiration
and
possibility and also humility, because
Yeah.
you've grown and learned so much too. This is an interesting question. How have you seen me grow since we first started to work together?
I mean, immensely. I think you having the ability to let go of control authentically. Like, I think you like used to try to do that with like just or even letting me do my thing, right? Or like the team, like you said, and trust is hard, right? Like we all know that, but letting go of control authentically, and because you do trust, right? Like you've gotten there now, and like versus assuming, like I've noted a big thing. One thing I've really noticed, and I think I've told you this recently, but like you used to like just jump to the worst conclusion because like you're so scared.
Yeah.
You don't do that as much anymore, which makes my life a lot easier. Because then I'm like, oh fuck, she's gonna freak out, and it's fine. But like, how do I tell her it's fine? Like, she needs to just calm down. But like, you would always like jump to the worst thing. But now, like, you're like, okay, or like you like, all right, explain it, and you're like, okay, got it, not a big deal, or like we fixed it, or whatever.
Right.
But it was just like because you just came from that, and it was like you had to protect yourself so much, so it was hard to do that. And now you are more trusting. And I think we have built that trust, with the team,
right,
with the coaches, with the clients, with the people that are in our community. Like, and that takes time too. Like, especially from, not being able to trust. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm having so much fun because I never know what the next question is until it pops in my head. I do my best to be completely present.
I love it.
Where do you think my greatest growth opportunity is? What would you like me to see, do more of, less of, step into, let go of? Like where's my blind spot that you see because you work with me every day?
I feel like, I'm like trying to think of like a blind spot. I think the stuff that we've talked about before, of like you not wanting to look at certain things in like your life, right? But I think you've recently been talking about that. So like I think you maybe are seeing that blind spot now, or maybe one of your coaches like brought it out, or you did your Spain adventure. I know you realized a lot of stuff there. So I think it's partly like looking at the things you ever want to look at is like something that you're realizing now. And I think even like your thing with Gabriel, and like how you were thinking you were going to do one thing a certain way, and you were like all in on like how you were going to try to like connect with him one way. And then you realize, hey, maybe not, like, and you're starting to see things in people's perspective, and like stop being like so angry at them or at the situation, and kind of like giving yourself the gentleness to like see them in a different way, so you can actually operate differently, which is hard when you're mad or angry or sad. Like that's not easy. But I think that's it's probably, PSIs, like, come on, all the work that you've been doing. So I'm sure that's clearly connected. And the group, I think also this teacher training group, John Mindley group, I think that has been really supportive for you too. So I think you're like having new like blind spots uncovered like way more often is what I'm seeing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Because I want you to grow. I mean, the company's going to grow, obviously, as I grow, but it's not just me growing and everyone coming along for the ride. Like I want everyone to be evolving. Yeah. And then each of their more unearthed superpowers to be, to play for their own fulfillment in this container called the company. What delights you about what you'd like to do more of, or what do you see as possible? What would bring you joy? In the next, 2-5 years?
So many things.
Tell me.
Obviously, so like sitting here with you today, this has just been like lighting me up, because we've talked about, we want to be able to like travel and record and like do a show, whatever that looks like, or just doing studio podcasts like this, like, but being able to really be in the nitty gritty of like this production work. And like, it's a theater aspect, I think, in me too. So just more of, creating things like this, like, putting like a whole, like, day together of podcast recordings, or, if we do a docuseries or whatever, like that type of stuff, love that, vibes all the way. And like in the other aspect of my life, like Drew and I like have dreams of wanting to create, a side business, and like just, something for the summer, like, like people rent stuff for event. Like we have little ideas like that I really think are tangible, that like can make us be able to do more of the things we want, like travel. And travel's a big one. Like, 'cause we just want to do so many travel things like that. And like, obviously get a bigger, better, how, like, do like the adult stuff that like sounds so exciting now. I want to have more money to like fix the house and like buy more land. I want to buy land, like buy lots of land for sure. So there's some dreams. Definitely. Yeah.
And because everybody works remotely, and we get together on Zoom, as long as you have an internet, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this.
And get married too. So
Drew, just saying, any time is good to propose. We love you. I get to meet him for the first time tonight. It's been wonderful to watch you. I don't know if the right word is soften. I was even like soften, but balance. Like if I ask you to do something, it gets done and then some. Like I just so appreciate you for that. I rely on you. I don't have to like double check with you. Like it feels so good to ask somebody to do something once and know it'll get done. It's incredible.
I agree. It's hard to find people like that.
Yes, I know.
It's annoying.
Yeah, I'm like that. So I assume everybody's like that,
same.
right? And yeah, if one of us doesn't do something, it's only because the text didn't come through.
Yeah.
Not because we read it and didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like that's just not how we roll. So that feels incredible. And it feels incredible also to have the trust that no matter what you do or what you choose, I feel the bond, I feel the respect, I feel the commitment, and I hope at least that you feel I have no reins on anything you do. I want everything you do to make your life better. And I want this job to be that catalyst for everything to be better. Like I don't feel fearful or competitive or any of that kind of stuff. I just love our whole team flourishing more and more. Question. You've seen the world go through 3D, 4D into 5D, and then the 3 and 4D like double down. Like I need to be right.
Yeah.
And then the ones are in 5D. Oh no, I'm creating a win-win-win world. That's what I'm doing. Like the bifurcation is getting greater and greater. And clearly we know where we're going with this company, and watching the company shift, like the clients where the wound we have in common where I overgive, right? To my own self-sacrifice, and then the martyrdom of thinking that's like the right thing to do. Yeah. Except like then I get cranky and I'm like, okay, clearly this isn't the right thing to do. So like literally, I've had the same amount of clients and I make about the same amount of money for at least a decade and a half, and half the clients have left, and I realize, and I'm not overgiving anymore. I'm standing up tall. Meet me, match me. Link arms with me. I'm no longer like the healer here to fix you. That paradigm is over. I'm here to walk with you in my humility and my grandeur. And there's been an exodus of a lot of people. And there's a gap. And I feel like I'm if I was a caterpillar, munch, and I was doing all my work and I was learning and I was growing. And then it's like, okay, now I'm goo. It's time to be goo. And I'm in the chrysalis. And I think I'm a butterfly. Everybody says I am, and I cognitively can analyze when I go into the dark. I'm going to become the next version of me, the next butterfly of me. And we have our dreams, like our docuseries and Patreon and all of these shows, like live for the podcast, etc. And it's fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's fucking uncomfortable because I am more and more and more, and this just happened in our last recorded interview with Ken Stone, the more you ascend, the more uncertain it gets.
Yeah.
And the more you surrender to the divine, the more unknown all of life becomes. And I'm really uncomfortable and trusting that new clients will come or another stream of income will come. Like we started the Patreon channel to give to more, to be a light to more, to be an inspiration to more, to have more people be able to watch a video and go, I believe in you. These are tough times. I see you. Like I feel in alignment. I feel like we're doing the right thing. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'll just be doing mostly PSIs and a very boutique little group of regular weekly clients. I don't even know. But because I'm in it, I'm in my chrysalis. Maybe I got one elbow out, one wing out, like whatever. But you are the director. You've, kind of got a different perspective. And on some level, you're in it too, in your own chrysalis, etc. But what do you see? Do you think Patreon's aligned? What do you see if you were to go, if I just close my eyes, this is who I see you are meant to be in this next iteration of your impact, your gifts to humanity. What do you see, oh sacred director?
Oh, sacred. I love it. I mean, yes, I think I definitely gave this Patreon idea some legs and wanted this to happen. And partly, and this is why I believe in it so much.
Yeah.
And I bring up Queen Herbie a lot.
Yeah. We love you, Queen Herbie.
We love you.
One day we will have the blessing of interviewing you. We hope that's our
Very
that's
soon.
Our, that's our
it's going
prayer.
to be next year.
That's our prayer.
Yes.
We just think you rock.
But she did a Patreon channel, and it was really because she wanted to bring something to her community that she couldn't bring elsewhere. And really authentic, uncensored her, where she can do these woo-woo, you know, like where she's doing a cleanse for you, right? Like, and she gives you a guide to meditate. Like that's really what her Patreon is, like stuff that kind of like people aren't as like open to on typical social media, right?
Right.
And it really is what gave me like the idea of like, oh wow, like this could work for us because we can speak to the things that we can't speak to elsewhere more authentically and more real and more raw in the way that we already know we are. And that's how I feel from her. And so like, that's really what sparked the idea for me, seeing her take off with that and creating more of a community that like follows her in that way, like not just like the musician her, like the healer her.
Yeah.
And that is what I think people see in you, like not just as a coach, but as like I think like as a beacon for them to be their own healer. That's like, I think what people, and that's like the separation of the clients, of the people that wanted you to just fix them versus you are realizing, and you've realized this through your coaching too, being coached, right? Like you used to want to have coaches that were like that you wanted them to fix you. And now you have coaches that walk with you and show you that you're your own healer and give you that perspective.
Right.
And that's been where most of your healing has been.
Yeah.
And that's where you want your clients to be. But the other client or the other people that don't want to do that are the ones walking away.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the 3D, the 5D, that's that whole separation. But it's also like the crystalline abundance, divine, yummy energy that like we're really close to, but it's like people are gonna have to align with that, and if they aren't, then that's okay. We bless and release, like we say. You know?
Yeah. It's interesting because we've been shut down on Instagram. I don't even know what the hell I said to shut us down.
I think like porn.
Was it porn? Yeah, I was talking about porn.
I'm like whispering it now because I'm like, I don't know if we're allowed to say.
I mean, but there's a $1 trillion industry or something like that. But
like,
but we'll get shut down if we say the word.
That's what we said, I think. Yeah. Or like vibrator. I don't know.
I can't even remember.
It was something like porn or vibrator.
Something about sex or porn or vibrators or I don't even know. I mean, I see like Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin on Ellen DeGeneres talking about vibrators. But Allana talks about it. She gets her Instagram shut down. Anyways. Okay. And then we had our YouTube channel hacked for a good month. That was a moment that I didn't react. Aren't you impressed with me?
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
You were sure I was going to lose my shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was losing my shit. So that's like, literally, Jazz and I were like losing our shit together for hours. And we were like, okay, fuck, we have to like tell people. Like, what do we do? Like, oh my God, that was crazy.
It was right at the end of my sabbatical and I was all replenished.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of why. On my sabbatical, I really got that the divine, I mean, I know this, but I think I got it in my bones more. And why I didn't react was I realized that the divine brings us abundance through channels, different channels. And every channel is like, if we get attached to one channel, then we don't allow it to come through other channels. And I just remember going, well, that's curious. I really thought you wanted me to be on camera and do videos. Okay. Well, if you don't want me to do it there or at all, you just tell me what you want me to do. Like I've noticed I responded. That was phenomenal. And had it not happened, I don't think I would have had the wherewithal to tell the truth of all the places I've been overgiving for decades. Like giving so much content on all these different platforms and giving away so much for free. Why would anybody even sign up to coach with me? Because they don't need to, because I give everything away for free, which I suppose on some level is generous, but it doesn't value me. It puts everybody else first and me last, as opposed to 5D self first.
And that's the hard
from
part
the overflow.
with people like you and me and like the shift in the world. Like a lot of these healers, coaches, teachers, whatever, all the people really trying to make the world better, not just like on a basic level.
Yeah.
And we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I think that is the challenge, honestly, for a lot of us, because we think that we shouldn't take, because like it's like we're all one and we should, just give and it's okay and like, but I want to be wealthy too.
Yeah, you want to buy your land.
I want money too. Like that's
Yeah.
okay to want. And that's just energy. But I think that's the big lesson for a lot of us, is learning that money is just energy and it's just another way of frequency, right? But we haven't been taught like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our receiver is wobbly.
Yes, for sure.
Our capacity to have is wobbly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still a lesson for me. I haven't told you this yet, because I just got out of the conference yesterday. But Dr. Clarissa Pincola Estes Reyes, she takes us through, she calls it trance. And it's a way of getting down into, she calls it second world, so into your subconscious, and listening to the wisdom, not from your mind, your figure it out mind, but from the wisdom within. And in my second trance that we did in this workshop, the spider woman came to me.
Oh, wow.
And she was huge. And she showed me, the old way was me going out, get the client, bring the client back, go get it, take it, bring it back. And she's like, you just cast a web and you wait. And then when she showed, like, it was like a spider, so like flies. So like she showed me the fly. She goes, now I go get it. And now I eat it. And now I'm nourished. And all is well. And it wasn't like bad, wrong for taking it. And then at this other part in the trance, my left shoulder had been really bugging me. And I always know pain is held emotion that I have to process. So she's like, your shoulder ring, everybody else's energy that's theirs to heal, not yours to fix, not yours to integrate. You can't, what is she telling me? You can't metabolize another person's energy, even if you want to. And it's all in the shoulder. And then she said, come on, gang. And all these spiders came over to me. And they all started eating other people's energy out of my shoulder. And she goes, doesn't that feel good? I'm like, actually it does. It's kind of gross, but simultaneously feels really good, because it's getting rid of all the stuff that I'm shouldering.
Yes.
That's not mine. It was such a wisdom thing. And then, because that was yesterday. And then I went directly from my 6 days with Dr. Estes to my session with Ken. And I felt into some really, really scary shit. And she showed up again. The spider lady showed up again. And this time she held me and hugged me with all of her legs.
Wow.
And she's really soft and fuzzy. And I rested into her. So this idea of we are held, that abundance is ours to receive, that we cast our net out. This is who we are and this is what we're about. So kind of like, long story short, with spiders and all sorts of fun things I talked about, but back to this concept of, okay, maybe a new group of clients are going to come in that want to walk with us. Maybe it'll just be PSI clients. Maybe it'll be a smaller boutique. Maybe a lot more people will come. Maybe it'll all morph into Patreon. Maybe a docuseries will unfold. Maybe a benefactor will arrive. I have no idea how it's all going to go, but I do feel more than ever our light is needed. Like, I'm not giving up. If anything, I'm like doubling down and surrendering wider into what's possible. Okay. So that's really cool. Where do you see your life? Like, what is your dream that you've been able to get clear about? And how do you see, how do you see you having a baby and continuing to work and make that happen?
You bring that up because we're talking. That's been a comment. Yeah, it's funny that.
Well, but like Pow has a baby, and we just grow as a family.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We grow as a family. Like, what do you?
I mean, I definitely see land. Like I said, having like a beautiful like property with, where we can I can grow my own food and like have chickens and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
And so that like that's what I picture my home. You know, maybe it's up the canyon right here. You know, Big Thompson. I love this area, but like stuff like that, definitely want to have that. And then if there is a child involved, then definitely I'm open to that. But I also think that's why I want to do. What I think of is like I want to do the things that I did a little bit of as a kid, but wanted to do more of, and like that I think Drew did a lot of that I like, and that I feel into like that stuff where he like got to be in nature all the time and all this stuff. Like I want that for my kid. Like I don't want like my family to be like, I feel like we all know technology is a big thing, right? But like it's just like I see how I feel just even from being in the mountains for the past 2 days, right? Like I want like my family. And whether that be extended family, my child, my partner, our team, like I want the like people around me to like have that energy around them. And if my commune, you know, is the place that everyone comes to, you know, just escape into nature, then that's what that is, you know? Not everyone has to agree with my way of living, but I want that for people around me because I've seen how much it's changed me and helped me. Like it's so much easier for me to ground and just chill out just because of my environment. Compared to like when I lived in the city, I couldn't do that. It's such a bit like that's just one thing I noticed. And I think I can be a more grounded energy for people around me, for the team, for you. Like just in my work, I feel so much more like, I mean, obviously, since we took over the house, too, that made a big difference. But I just, like, kick ass way more than I used to. And it's, like, not that hard.
Well, it's interesting. You say it's not that hard now.
Yeah, that's true.
But for somebody listening and watching, like, what would have happened if you never moved? If you never started working in a company that was about this way of living? Like, and you didn't have somebody that was a nag and said, come on, move to Colorado, come on. Like, Where might you have been? How might you have been handling Jaker's death? How might you have been? Not
healthily. Definitely. I would not be, that wouldn't be good. I would probably be, addicted to something, partying way too much.
To avoid.
Just like finding more and more escapism, you know, whatever that looked like, you know, that's just... And I like to escape to an extent, but like it's like for me going like to nature now, like we've talked about.
That's not an escape.
It's not.
That's
it's like
nourishment.
I feel more like I connect more with myself, you know. But I'm kind of escaping the insanity of the world, maybe.
True. But you're coming home to yourself
that's
and your
like
truth
the
in your body,
right? And that I think is just I think that would be the biggest difference. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be able to have a healthy relationship,
right?
Like, and I'm not perfect by any means, but I think that I have a really healthy relationship, and I don't think I would have had that 5 years ago. You know, that would have not been possible at all.
What is one of the main things you've learned from me or from working in this company or in this environment that allows you to have a healthy relationship with him?
Oh, uncomfortable communication. Like, even like I'm like grabbing, I'm like uncomfortable because I still don't like it. I mean, I'm still uncomfortable sometimes with certain things, like, but I know how to have uncomfortable communication and also get to the other side. And like that's what I never thought was possible. I just thought it was like you're just gonna die. Like that's what I was just thinking.
They're gonna leave you. You're gonna die.
Oh, for sure, leave me. That's like was my biggest thing. I always just thought. I mean, growing up, being left, you just think everyone's just gonna leave you. You know.
Well, and then you got to be right about it when your friend died.
Exactly.
So I don't remember when it was. It was before I think you started coaching more with Coach Christina. But you were going on some trip to see Drew. And you had to have some conversations about some things. And you were like almost coming out of your skin.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like role playing, like, you can do this. And look at where you are because you've had not only one tough conversation after the other, you've had tough conversation repair, deeper bonding, deeper safety, deeper communion. You're getting teary again.
Because I remember I was so scared to talk to him.
Tell us.
Well, I mean, it was just like the first moment I realized that like, whoa, like, this is my person.
I love him.
Yeah. And it was like, you don't know like what he's going to say or do. And like, what if they leave you? Or what if they're like, hey, actually like, you're just like someone I'm bugging. Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
And I was very protective of my heart for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if you don't say anything, then you're just going to like stay in this thing.
Yeah, I
And,
remember.
and it didn't go well at the first.
Yeah,
He didn't tell me what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But then he realized, then he had to have his own, journey time.
Yeah, process.
And then a month later, he was like, when are you coming here? And here we are 4 years later. So,
Honey, if you hadn't had the bravery that time, you might not be here today.
I know.
You're so amazing.
Thank you. I'm very grateful.
You're so brave.
Yeah.
You risked it all, and you could have lost it all,
Yeah.
but you got it all.
I did. And more. Yeah. I've gotten way more than I thought I would. I didn't even think people were this good. So that's really cool.
Wow. For the ladies out there, tell us about this great man that you have.
No, it's going to make me cry.
Yeah, let's fucking cry.
He makes me cry so much.
Hi, sorry.
No, but I love him. He's the best. Well, I mean, I think that you can be told you have daddy issues and wounds like forever, but unless you actually deal with them and work on them, then you're not going to ever have a healthy relationship. Like, in the way where, like, I look at the world and I'm like, I feel like 20% maybe of relationships and people that are married and like in partnership are actually like in love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I know that I have something so special that like I really don't see. It's like so crazy. Like, once you like, because I've never felt like this before, this is like, yeah. And I think that I see it in some other people, and I've seen it in some of our friends, like we went to a wedding a few weeks ago and I saw it in some of our friends, but then you see some of the other couples and you're kind of like, oh, you guys don't got it. And like, that makes me sad now for people, because before I think I was just jealous because people were in relationship.
Sure, because you were alone.
Yeah. But now I'm like, I want everyone to have like this authentic, real love.
Yeah.
And I think, telling just whoever's listening, like if it doesn't happen, until you're 50, that's fine. But like, I think don't give up. And also like, I was like so chill with like just being like the cool, fun aunt. Like, that's what I was like decided. I was just going to be the cool, fun aunt and like just going to take them and have like, and now I'm like, oh, I can do the thing too. And like, but it's because I actually like took the time to love myself and I really just, it always just comes back to that. It's like loving myself enough to be loved in this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I never thought, first of all, that it existed. Second of all, that I deserved it.
Yeah.
And then third of all, that it was like possible to like continue like after like a year or two, like, it's like, it can't be that good forever. Or like, I mean, it's not been forever, but I think it's going to be good for whatever. Like, I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, but I think we're gonna be great forever. And it's because we're both willing to do the work too. Like, find a partner that wants to grow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to look like you growing. You can grow in different ways, but if they think that they don't, whatever you're doing is weird, that's a red flag.
Yeah. Their unwillingness to take ownership.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is one of the favorite ways you love to be loved by him?
I think his like he just can't not be like unfiltered. Like, he just but that's how he loves me. Like, he just tells me like it is. And it's not that he's mean like ever, but it's just like, he's so honest with me but sees me like so well. And then but that's like the most loving thing, because it's just like
Truth.
Yeah, it's just like so truthful with me, but in like the most like loving way, and just really is so willing to be wrong, or just be like, like if he fucked up, or like whatever it is, like he can say sorry and like just doesn't have to like let this ego take over, you know?
I freaking love
and that's
it.
loving to me, because I'm used to not that from like growing up,
Oh yeah. Same. I read a study that said so when they measure the frequency of authenticity, it's 40 times higher than the frequency of love or joy.
That kind of makes sense though.
But doesn't it? He's authentic with you.
Oh, he's super authentic.
Right?
Yeah.
And that elicits more safety and love and connection and intimacy.
Yeah.
But what is spearheading the whole thing? Truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Truth.
Yeah. And that makes me feel safer too, to be more truthful with him.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, not that we're expanding the company and looking for new employees at this moment. So I'm not going to ask you if you'd like to work for allanapratt.com. But like, you've seen many clients come through our world.
Yep.
You've seen, well, you've grown into this incredible, you started off as a gorgeous goddess and you're even more incredible. And I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Can't wait to meet him tonight. And you've seen the way our staff grows in this community. But what would you say to those who have like, holy shit, Allana doesn't just love her clients, she loves her staff. Like this is just who she is, off camera, on camera, like the whole shebang. What would you say to people interested? You know what we offer, like the PSIs or the group coaching or the retreats, or just fucking join Patreon.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say?
I would say, I've obviously been coached by you and Christina. And I feel like I'm coached by just working in the business and on the business, right? Because I'm in taking, even group calls with clients and seeing their journeys and beautiful healing success stories. And I think that if you haven't found the thing yet, maybe this is the thing. I would because it's not just like when you hear intimacy expert or relationship coach, it's not like what we are up to is not just that simple.
Yeah.
And like that's the difference in, I think, my learnings, just by being around the company. It's because I've healed wounds like that I didn't even know I had, right? And and I'm not even going to retreats, like I'm not even doing like the deeper stuff. I haven't done PSIs, but I have grown immensely and healed wounds and also found love. That's a big thing. And we've seen those success stories in a lot of our clients and even the team, all of the staff has beautiful loving relationships. They're married, they're having kids. It's the energy around us. And it's because people are willing to see oh, that's a thing that really fucked me up when I was a kid. Maybe I should look at that. Yeah. Or, maybe I shouldn't really treat my kid like that. That's why they're so mad, or all these little things. It's deeper work and it's also intimate work. And it's the intimacy thing, like you say. It's not intimacy like sex. It's intimacy with yourself, and then that's with another. Totally. And the world, the universe, right? It's the weaving of it all.
Maybe we need to rename me. Rebrand me. I don't know. I think it's still
Is that a little subtitle?
Yeah, we need to have the subline. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for inspiring me.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for inspiring me.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. I just love her. And it's also, I know I couldn't actually be here right now for you if it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for the team. There's only so much I can do, and she alluded to my control freak nature, and that and that's just based on fear of being hurt again, abused again, betrayed again, because I couldn't hear my truth. There were so many wounds that weren't integrated that I was spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour outside of my body, dissociated, trying to do it right, trying to be safe, trying to look good, and I didn't know how to slow down, and I didn't know how to integrate the wounds to get all the way to where I now know, oh, I can trust this person because I can feel it. I can sense it. And now I'm at the place where I can sense a lot of things and hear spirit and all these other superpowers that are coming through. I've been at this for several decades now. So the first step, if you're running 1,000,000 miles an hour, actually, if you did slow down for a minute, you're terrified. Terrified of losing control, being hurt again, being rejected. All the stories are in place. And if you look inside and tippy-toe inside, just like one of these potential clients I just spoke to, she calls it nibbling. I just nibble on the edges. But I don't actually want to go to the deep, dark cavern inside because I think I will die. And that's a real feeling. And no, you won't die. But I don't recommend going in alone. I recommend going in with a trusted facilitator, just like I do. I'm no better than you, just a few steps ahead. And so if this conversation of what's possible, the culture of our company, the love that I give, and the vulnerability that I share, I would love to connect with you. So in our show notes, we always put in a link and also a scholarship code for those who have taken the time to spend this 45 minutes to an hour with us, so that you can register for an intimacy breakthrough experience call with me. And I would love to link arms and walk with you. There is nothing more fulfilling than watching you be so happy.
Oh, you made me cry again.
I know, me too. Especially because I haven't been in communication with my child for 5 years. Not that you're my child, but you're a youngin', and you've received my love, and you've done the work, and you're thriving. And it makes me feel like showing up every day is making a difference on the inside of me, in the inside of our staff, our inner circle with our clients. And thank you for walking with me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
You are making a difference.
Thank you, Lovey. I love you.
Love you.
And I love you. And this one knows how to dance. So she also knows how to, what's the right word?
Poi.
Spin poi. Is that the
Yeah.
right verb? You spin poi?
Yeah.
She knows how to do a lot of things. So we're going to see you over on Patreon. Patreon is a beautiful place where I share more vulnerably than I do on other platforms.
Yes.
It's a place where I answer all of your questions that arise from my vulnerable sharing. And it's a place where you see me dance and ask naughty questions of my guests. It was something in the beginning because I was out of balance, over-giving everywhere, that I then start charging now. It's $11.11 a month. I was over-giving over in Patreon, and the over-giving was overwhelming people.
Yep.
So now we've really, I'm coachable. So we've narrowed it down to what really makes a difference and impacts you in a short amount of time. The biggest bang for the buck, less is more. So my request is that you join us, and you join Patreon, and you join this deeper inner circle level of being with us on Patreon. Thank you for watching Intimate Conversations. See you next week on Intimate Conversations. Get out there and make love to life.
You know, I just finished a team bonding meeting with my international staff. And as we're coming to a close of this podcast with Amanda, how she's grown and thrived since she's come on the team is extraordinary. All of my staff members, they've gotten married, they've had babies, they've bought property, they've moved in with the boyfriend. I've nurtured this team on an emotional level. And they are masters. They're all smarter than me at what they do. So I'm proud of myself that I've learned not only how to bring out the best in my staff and in my clients, I also surround myself with people who I know how to ask for help. I know how to delegate. I know how to let go of control. I know how to make mistakes and own them. I know how to take accountability. I know how to have, tough conversations where we have to heal ruptures. And that happens with my staff, or sometimes with clients as well, like teaching these skills, or colleagues, teaching these skills. This is intimacy. This is vulnerability. This is transparency. This is how do we stay connected, heart open, even when we want to run for the hills, and how we become more. There was a quote that one of my staff said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." And I like to say, the only way through is through. So with this podcast, if it really resonates, to send it to somebody and share it, please do so now, because I think it will really inspire someone who needs to be surrounded by people for them to go to the next level, for them to live their soul's purpose, for them to be unapologetic, for them to give the gifts that they're here to give. Surrounding yourself with this kind of team is key. And also, I'd love you to subscribe, rate, and review this so that we grow in our visibility and algorithms so more people can see this information. And then lastly, if this aligns, like maybe you are a coach yourself and you have trouble delegating, you have trouble letting go of control, you have trouble supporting yourself with people that really have your back. This is an internal subconscious program. We all know better, but if we haven't created those results, something's going on under the hood in your subconscious. And then if you're someone who is, interested in, I'm ready for that deep intimacy with another, And if I was really to slow down and be honest, I don't have it yet with myself. There's still places where I haven't forgiven myself. I maybe even loathe myself. Places in me where I don't trust the universe has my back. I don't trust that I'm actually worthy to receive. If this is a through line, I'd love to see you in my calendar. It's called an Intimacy Breakthrough Experience call. There's a scholarship right in the show notes. This is the season to really take note. How far did I come? Celebrate it. And where is the gap that I'm ready to close? Where am I and where do I want to be? And it would be an honor to walk with you. So I look forward to you rating and reviewing and subscribing, sharing it with a friend, and seeing you in my calendar. I would love to love the shit out of you. All right. Happy holidays. Huge love.